Welcome back to Real Estate UnRaked, where we talk about everything that's real and honest in the real estate world. And I'm not your host. Eric Rakers is. Let's do this.
So if attention is a new currency, then scrolling is a new storefront. All right. And if you're a real estate agent in 2025, the question should be if you're showing up on social media, it's how well you're doing. All right. So today we're going to break down what?
We're going over social media and everything that goes to that,
and why marketing is so important these days.
And if you think open houses is about fresh cookies and signing sheets, think again. We're going to go over that and talk to you about that a little bit. And
as well as we are going over one of our local communities, Green Cove Springs, and why I personally and all of us love that community so much.
Awesome. Hey, guys, welcome to Real Estate UnRaked, episode number 4.
It's good to be back.
Yes, it is. All right. So before we start, guys, favorite movie. Ready? Go.
Step Brothers.
That was fast.
The Map That Leads to You.
Okay. And what was your
That's
other
a
one?
good one.
Good one.
My other one, The Notebook.
Okay.
But I'm not a movie person. But if I were to watch a series, because that's my bread and butter, I'm going to watch Dexter, Criminal Minds, The Summer I Turned Pretty. I've got a
She's
list.
got a
I've
list.
got a list. And I know all their dates they come out too. So I know The Summer I Turned Pretty's on Friday, and I know Dexter's on Thursdays. So.
Wow. That's awesome. Dane.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
That's a really
Such a good one.
Amazing movie.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, I've got, obviously I'm a geek and a nerd and all about Star Wars and stuff like that, but we won't get that down far. But I got to break out my my radio history a little bit. One of my favorite movies when I was doing radio was Anchorman, and I got to do it because I've been wanting to do it since we first started this podcast. They did studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
That's poster worthy.
It is. It's great.
We'll put that on the Instagram later.
I say put it in your Instagram bio.
Great. Well, welcome to the show. All right. I am accompanied tonight by Brooke and Brittany Michael, Dane Cousins, and I am Eric Rakers. And today we're going to jump into a lot of great information. We're going to start with social media. Brooke, Brittany, you guys have taken our social media on the Rakers Home Group to a whole nother level. I would love for you guys to share with the world what you're doing and how you're doing it.
All right. Well, let's be real. It's 2025. Social media is undeniably the thing that everybody's on.
Mm-hmm.
People scroll.
You can't get around it.
People scroll for hours, and what if they're scrolling and they see us, and that's how they decide to choose us? Because you don't build relationships by scrolling Zillow. You might be able to build a relationship by scrolling social media. You might be able to find one of us on there and call us, and bam, that's how it happens.
Wow. What was the word, Brittany, that you would use to describe one of the most important things you need to do in social media when we're branding?
Oh, goodness. I might mess this up. I'm not good with words. Authenticity?
You got it.
Authenticity.
I'll never be able to say that. I'll never be able to say that. So I'm not even going to attempt it. Yes, being unique, being original is huge in this. There's a lot of people that jump into social media. They do a lot of Facebook posts. They get into Instagram with TikTok. And is this like a thread thing now? It's called Threads, and that's a new one.
Yep.
You got YouTube Shorts. I mean, we're in Facebook heavy. I think Facebook is where the older people hang out with LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at, Dane?
Oh, that's exactly where we're at.
Oh, this is that comfortability level. But we've been jumping into Instagram. You girls have been doing really good on that. We've been doing YouTube videos, long consistency YouTube videos, and then our YouTube Shorts we've been jumping in as well.
Yeah, the YouTube Shorts, TikToks, and Reels are the best thing right now because those are short. Those are probably a minute and a half videos max. And if we can't win someone over in the first 10 seconds of the video, we're not going to get them the next 30 seconds. So
that is, I'm thinking about this. That's amazing. Because usually when you meet somebody, those people that walk up to you and say, you know what? I'm good at this. I could probably judge a person within the first 30 seconds of meeting them.
Right.
It's funny how they can feel like they can do that on social media now.
mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
That's something. I'll tell you. Dane, what the girls have been doing, what's your thoughts on it? I mean,
I think it's amazing because a couple of years ago, I was computer illiterate, for lack of a better way of saying it, and social media was an enemy of mine. But they've educated me quite a bit. I do it often. I think consistency is the main part of social media, staying consistent and being on top of mind, so regularly posting and show them who you are, like y'all said, your true self, and then show them what's out there and what you can do for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Consistency is key. That's probably one of the hardest things to do. I think you guys agree with that too.
Yeah.
You take a week off, you feel like you're taking 3 months off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you give any advice to any of the agents out there, it would seriously be being consistent, being genuine, being original. Don't try to copy off everybody else, because you're just going to be white noise. And we talked about that earlier, is white noise. And we're starting to see that. The people and the agents that are just jumping into this, they're doing open house posts, they're doing listing posts, they're doing just sold posts, all that stuff. Let me ask you this. If you see a plumber come walking out of a house that he posted that he just unclogged a toilet, all right, that's our job. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So, I win today. Yay. Look what I did. I unclogged the toilet. That's how I think about it. So be original,
Right.
Be genuine,
Be you.
Be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. People want to see the
don't
real
be me.
you.
Be you.
Mm-hmm. I think going
Especially-
off with that is where you build your own personal brand. And I think for Brooke and I, going back to that, just the white noise, when Brooke and I started, we did not like how every video kind of felt like it was the same slow, and then
Yeah.
if you,
Right.
We're
the
always-
same video layout. Brooke and I wanted something
Yeah,
different.
we're always working on something new. What haven't people seen before, or what's the newest idea? We're in the car on the way to one of the team's listings, and we're like, okay, what can we do different today? What can we do in the first 10 seconds of this video that's going to get someone to stand out? Maybe it's a joke in the first 5 seconds, or it's just something.
We
Yes.
always love to bring the humor, but also sell at the same time.
Yes. The things that you guys are thinking of. And I love it when you guys are really excited about an idea. As soon as you open the door, you guys, Eric, you got to check this out. This is great. Well, this is what we want to do. And you know what I usually tell you?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So, hey, speaking of Dane, we have an open house expert with us tonight. All right. And we're going to go ahead and kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about that, because, it ties into social media a little bit. But,
Yeah.
Dane, when do you start doing your open house and getting ready for it? Is it the Saturday that you hold it that weekend? Do you really get prepared?
it's the week before. It's actually after the last open house if I have to do another one. And Monday, Tuesday at the latest, I'd like to get out there and start getting it on the MLS so it could be out there. Everybody knows about it. The agents, people trying to look it up, it'll be on there. Also, I try to post it on social media, as we were just discussing.
Do you think, is it just posting on social media? Like, hey, got an open house this weekend. Come see it.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
I don't want to interrupt, but going back to kind of the social media thing, the team markets each other
Oh,
as
absolutely.
a team, and
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that
Very
helps a
well.
lot with
Right.
open house.
Well, here's
flyers.
the number one thing. It's not just me sharing on social media. It's the whole team doing it.
Yeah.
So instead of one post going out once a day or whatever, there's 8 posts going out once a day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times, different platforms. So it's covered. As a matter of fact, a couple weeks ago when I did open house, I had 1,700 views just that 1 week
Wow.
posting on social media.
And if we all post it, multiply that by 8,
right.
and then add it to all the groups we post to, multiply that by
Right.
20.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I post over 100 groups.
And it just takes one.
Yep.
Takes one. And then if somebody else that you know, family, friends, whatever, loves and shares it,
Yeah.
multiplies that by 10,000.
Yep. And also what I
Crazy.
do as well is I let people know if I'm out, hey, you know anybody looking? We got an open house this weekend. Come check it out.
No.
That's why you always wear your realtor pin out.
Oh,
That your
Uh,
name tag.
that's Brooke's other personality.
Yeah.
The day that I got her a name tag, the smile on her face, it
It's like, finally, I'm
Oh.
official.
was great. You
funny.
remember how the Grinch smiles
Oh, yeah.
when he's up to something?
Yeah.
She got that name tag, and that's all she wears.
Absolutely.
But no, open houses are great. So, let's talk about the dance a little bit with the open house.
All right.
How does customers usually feel? Do they feel like they're walking on a used car lot when they walk into an open house?
Absolutely not. Well, it depends how you welcome them. If you just ignore them when they come in, yeah, I'm sure they're going to feel like that. But I welcome each client, possible client, potential client, let's say, that comes in. I welcome them. I have a sheet already printed out with information of the home. I give a little explanation. I also, before I post the listing, I get upgrades or updates they might have done to the house. I have a printout sheet of that as well. And I also give that to them with information of the home tell them a little bit about it and let them feel free to walk around.
Do you follow them around the house?
Negative.
No?
Mm-mm. I want them to make it feel like their own. I don't want them be hovering over their shoulder.
So most customers, and correct me if I'm wrong, are hesitant to come into the open houses. And what is the phrase that they always say because they're on the defense? I already have an agent.
Well, yeah,
I'm just looking.
Well, whether they do or not, they always tell you that.
Yeah. And that is okay for us. There's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
But all we want to do is just get to know you.
Right. We want to build a relationship and show them that who we are, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, we can help them find their dream home. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of people just blasting them with different things. And that's not what we're here to do. We try to get their information to get exactly what they want, their criteria. And then we try to help them find that perfect home for where they want it and the price range they're looking for to make them happy.
I agree. So when we do open houses for our listings, we prepare a week in advance.
Mm-hmm.
We do our social media content. We get our marketing additional on top of what we're doing for the listing on the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
We do a few other items with that. And then we go in and put the signs out. Putting the signs out the hardest part of the job sometimes?
It is, because it depends if it's raining in the afternoon.
Weather permitting.
If it's hot outside and you got 50 of them things.
You got cars honking at you. It's just a mess sometimes.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I actually did a YouTube short with that. I was sitting in an open house and it started pouring rain and lightning and all that. And then I said, I wonder how my signs are doing. I got 2,400 views on that.
I was about to say, you got a lot of views on that.
That's hilarious.
I guess
See,
everybody else was concerned for my well-being.
It was real.
It's
People
real.
wanna see-
All right, so wrapping up this segment with the open houses, we, bringing social media kind of in, it's kind of like all together. The social media kind of helps us introduce it, and we physically get to be with them and do a few things, and that's kind of what we do. I mean, it's all about us wanting people to get to know who we are and what we're capable of doing for them. And
educating them.
Yeah, it's not about selling. It's really about taking care of the buyers, taking care of the sellers, and them trusting us to help them with their journey. And that's ultimately what it is. It's not so much an interview, but I would rather have somebody get to know who we are before they meet us, because that lets us know we're doing things the right way. Right. And then when they do, it's just an addition to what we're doing for them. It's addition to the relationship, because we're not just there for the transaction and moving on. If you buy and sell a house with me, you're going to get to know who I am every holiday, every birthday, everything else, because I'm gonna acknowledge it. I'm gonna see how you are. I'm gonna see what you're doing, and heck, I've been known to do random phone calls too. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How's everything going? How's the kids doing in soccer? How's the kids doing in sports? All that kind of stuff. So it's a relationship. It's a long-term relationship that's always going to hang on, and that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on with. Let's talk about Northeast Florida. This is our market. This is a new thing that we're going to be adding to the podcast, is we're going to highlight a featured area in Northeast Florida. So let's talk about Green Cove Springs, Florida. And if you don't know what Green Cove Springs, Florida is, do you know that this was locally known as the original Fountain of Youth?
The original what?
Fountain of Youth, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, it is now it's that spring that filters the community pool now.
Spring Park.
Gotcha.
But what originally started with historically with Green Cove Springs, it was known as a spa spring. So that spa coming into it, you had the railroads coming in. St. Augustine was a big thing, but for the riches, this was the spa area. So you had a lot of rich history. You had a lot of wealthy people coming to the area. So there was a lot of hotels that were built in this area.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Obviously, the Great Depression and everything kind of destroyed that a little bit. And to kind of bring you up to speed, some of the great things that you see in Green Cove, a lot of those historic buildings are still there. Like I said, the spring now actually feeds the community pool, which then is a short drain right into St. Johns River. Right. Some other really cool things, just fun facts, is even though Leonard Skinner's from Jacksonville, where did they practice their music?
Lake Asbury area, isn't it?
I know where his house is at.
Yeah, so
off of Black Creek.
Yeah, actually, it's off Peters Creek.
Peters Creek.
Up there
I know where that's at. I won't say that on the podcast, but I know where that's at.
Well, believe it or not, the only way you can get through it now is actually going through the community of Edgewater Landing.
Wow.
It's a gated community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there. There was a gentleman that owned that piece of land, and they had a historic marker on it, but that's where Hell's House was where they all wrote and practiced music because they were getting in trouble with noise and stuff.
Right.
So they would drive 20 minutes all the way out here.
Amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Wow.
But now everything's built up around it, but you can kind of still see there. I mean, the log cabin that they were doing it in is no longer there. The shack they had. But yeah, that's a little bit of tidbit of history about Green Cove Springs. However, since then, we've had a lot of growth here. Let's talk about that.
And it's continuing growing.
Dane, you're an actual resident of Green Cove Springs.
Yes, I love living here.
All right. And you live in a golf course community,
Mm-hmm.
Magnolia Point, if you want me to share that.
That's fine.
All right. This is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. It's huge. It's huge. And behind us is you got Magnolia West, and you got several other communities that are going in. They got an ag community coming in.
Right.
That's over there by the new school. And they put Cathedral in. That's adjacent to Highway 23.
Takes it all the way down to 218.
Takes it all the way down to
connects it
218. And Green Cove is situated with a little bitty other little small neighborhood called Lake Asbury. It's a man-made lake right off Black Creek. And you have your private sector that's along the lakes. There's private lakes. So if you're a resident that lives on the water, you have access to it. That's an amazing property. So if you want to be in the middle of everything and be able to experience resort-style private living, you can go and live in there.
Yeah,
but they have a lot of new communities coming in. I could go off on a list. Granary Park, Cross Creek,
Rookery.
the Rookery, Lakes of Bellalago,
Highland Trail.
Sandridge Hills, Highland Trail. And if you want more information on that, obviously go look at our YouTube videos. But you girls did a video on the downtown.
Yes,
we
we
did.
did.
Yeah, talk about that.
That's been, out of almost a month now?
Yeah.
It actually took us a whole week to put together because just things didn't work out, so we had to go refilm. But we really tried to highlight what's most known in Green Cove currently, like Roger That, Spring Park, things like that. Gosh, what am I missing?
The old theater.
The old theater.
We
So,
did do that.
the old theater, Clay Theater, is used for like wedding venues now.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
We had prom there.
Yeah, it's
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
And-
Also, Spring Park, right next to the river. You've got the pier. You've got old downtown right there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
cool thing that most people don't know about Green Cove Springs is a golf cart community.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so
That's
if
good
you
to
can
know.
stay on the sidewalks, but you can drive your golf cart all through Green Cove. And at Spring Park during the spring through summer, early fall, they have once a month, they have Friday.
Food Truck Fridays.
Friday, yep.
Food
And they
Oh,
have a
yeah.
band out there and stuff, and you just drive your golf cart down there and have a great time.
That's a really good community event, too. Brooke and I
Yeah.
went to one a few years ago, and it was packed.
Yeah, it's always packed. It's always a good time. It's just a great time to go out with the family, for sure.
There's always something to do in the community.
Yeah.
I know, especially when you get close to the holidays, they do the Christmas tree thing at Spring Park.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute, and it's nice. They got the Christmas parade.
Mhm.
They do that. Growth that's coming through here is going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, and they're
I'm really
redoing
excited
the
about it.
Shands Bridge, too. So that's
Yes.
and they're, instead of just being a 2-lane road, they're making it 4 lanes. So it's going to be great access to get all over.
And besides south of town, they're going to be putting in another golf course community,
Mhm.
and a lot of shops. There's a whole nother town center going in over there
Yeah.
at the interchange.
Yeah, just south of Green Cove.
Yep. So there's lots to do in Green Cove. So if you're looking at Northeast Florida and you want to stay kind of away from the city, you want that old Florida feel, but you want to have a new house, or you want to find some distance and have a little bit of land, Green Cove Springs is the place to look here in Clay County. All right. So we're going to wrap up today. We went over a lot of stuff today, guys. We went over social media, kind of what you need to do, kind of why we do it. Then we had our open houses. Don't be afraid to come visit us in open house. You're going to be visited with a warm, friendly face like Dane, and he's going to get you taken care of. Well, any of us that do open houses are going to get you taken care of. We're going to let you guys feel home. Make sure it's going to be the right thing. If that house that we're showing at that time frame is not the house for you, trust me, we can help you out find the right one.
Absolutely.
So we're all about it. So reach out to us however you want to see fit. Check us out on YouTube. You can also check our website, rakershomegroup.com. But until the next episode, guys, we look forward and appreciate you listening, and we look forward to seeing you soon.